And we should be live now.
I'm looking over. Did it load to a different stream? No, it did not.
I hope not.
Okay, we're here. We're very pixelated, but we're here.
Ah, well, good to see you all.
So, do I start now or do I wait until later?
But yeah, this is about as good as it's going to be at the moment.
Okay, you know what? Well, Cat's kind of out of the bag. So, hello, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Nathan. I've been an attendee of BAB since 2016 and a staff member since 2019. Today, I have been given the honor as digital con chair to say that for you, the people of the internet and Babs fam, BABSCon would like to proudly announce that we will be returning before 2021 in an all-digital format on the evening of Friday, the 8th of May, with 18+ panels, and for all viewer access, all of Saturday, May 9th. We will be looking to bring in panels for this event, more on that later. And events and attractions like Mayhem and the Digital Vendor Hall will be appearing. Now, at this time, I would like to introduce everyone who's here. Joining me today, we have Harry or Sock Petra, who's running the stream. We have Sophie or Doodle.
Hey, I'm here.
Thank you. We've got Bolt the Super Pony.
Hello.
We've got Pinkaboo.
I see you.
We've got Atlas.
Hey, everybody.
We've got the Looney Turtle.
Hello.
Gotta love that turtle.
Yeah.
We have the Brony Chef. We have, and lastly, we have Ice Heart and Watch Pony.
What's happening?
Hi.
So, with the introduction sort of with all the introductions sort of out of the way, I'd like to move to the first main order of this panel, or not this panel, this live stream, which is panels, and that will be covered by Bolt. So take it away, Bolt.
Yes, hello everyone. I am Bolt, as Nathan mentioned earlier, aka Bolt the Super Pony, and I will be the panel lead for this online con. I'm really excited. The panel application is now online. It is now live for anyone to fill out. As Nathan mentioned, we will be accepting 18+ panels at this convention. And we will have a sort of like a tiered ranking for content level. So we have 18+, we have PG-13, and we have PG, which is kind of like the all ages panel. And we also have different links that you can put into your panel application. And so the overall plan for how this is going to work is that we are going to have one main stream that will be essentially the main stage of the convention, and one or two secondary streams, depending on how much interest we get. The secondary streams will be kind of like a Horses at HomeCon style, where it's hosted on the panelist stream, and we just put it into our guide and have a link to it, is how I envision it working. And we'll have the times on our guide as well as how long the panel is going to go. So it's I'm really excited. Panel applications will be open until the 26th, which is the Sunday 2 weekends from now. So you have 2 weeks to apply. If we don't get enough interest and there are still spots left, I might take a look and reopen them, possibly with whatever panel slots are left. Probably redo the panel application form to reflect which slots are left. So it's really flexible based off of how much interest we may or may not get. So it's pretty open. So yeah, and it's not going to be first come first serve. The panel cutoff is the panel cutoff in 2 weeks. So at that point, I'll sift through all the applications and see which ideas would make for the best panels. Probably the majority of them will be accepted. So, but yes, one other word of advice, please take note of the content ratings that we have available. PG is all ages. PG-13 is for some swearing and or mature themes. So if you're going to mention that someone got drunk, that's probably a little bit more PG-13 side. And then 18 plus is if you're going to have gratuitous swearing or explicit topics. Please don't choose 18 plus just because you think you might go into that area, because we only have so much space available for 18 plus panels. And it might have to reach out to you and say, hey, you know, we're kind of full. Can you make this a PG-13 panel? But if you think you really are going to be an 18 plus panel, then please do select 18 plus. And please try to adhere to the time amount and the rating that you select as best as you possibly can. Doesn't mean you have to swear if you're an 18 plus panel, but if you're a PG-13, please try to keep it at a PG-13 level. That's pretty much all we ask. Other than that, have fun. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And like I said, I'm excited. I'm really looking forward to it. So I will share that link on our YouTube channel, and that's about it. And if you have any questions, I can be reached at both at BABSCon.com. I will add that email to the panel form as well.
Thank you, Bolt. Next up along the list, we had Stefan, who is our vendor lead for this DigitalCon. Stefan sent me a statement that I will now read. Sorry about that. For those interested, we will indeed be having a virtual vendor hall through the Discord server. Applications for the virtual vendor hall will be open 2 weeks from now. The reason for that is that we are giving preference to our BABSCon 2021 vendors with paid tables. If you are a BABSCon 2021 vendor with a paid table, keep an eye on your inbox for the sign-up form. If you are a 2021 vendor, you have an automatic space in the virtual vendor hall should you choose to participate. If you are not a 2020 or 2021 confirmed vendor, don't worry either, as we will have an application open in 2 weeks for those of you who, or for you to be able to apply to be juried for a space. If you have any questions, feel free to email vendors@babscon.com. Now, moving along from that, I go to Pinkaboo, our concert lead. Pinkaboo, do you have anything to tell us about?
Yes, we'll have a virtual Mayhem. So we'll be doing basically all of the artists that would have been performing this year have been invited. We're still working on who will confirm will be there. It's been really crazy for everyone, so not everyone has confirmed or not confirmed, but who has confirmed are people like, I know Eurobeat Brony will be joining us, Seventh Element will be joining us. I think the one Galen from the Wonderbolts, so we might get a Wonderbolt set, which is very exciting because they actually were only part of our like ensemble. Because we have a really great Mick Mag, who is an amazing DJ, is going to be joining us live stream. I'm very excited. And Lavender Harmony. So we'll have a lot of the names that we were so excited to see there. We'll be doing a live stream, and they'll come back next year too. So this is like a live stream teaser trailer for 2021, really. So that part will be cool. Yeah, well, it'll all be cool, but I'm particularly excited as usual for our musicians.
Now, moving along our sort of quote unquote agenda of what we needed to talk about, we will be having hopefully the gaming tournaments for Them's Fighting Herds and Smash Ultimate. Smash Ultimate, is that the correct one? Which is the latest Smash? Someone help me out. Or does no one know?
The latest one is Smash Bros. Ultimate, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, thank
Pretty
you. I
sure.
was correct. So we'll be having the tournaments for those. More information on that to come at a later date, as well as our tabletop gaming, which should hopefully be making a return for our virtual convention. And more information on that will come as well at a later date when we have confirmed more information. Now, at this point, I'd like to open it up to basically the floor. You guys, part of the stream, part of the stream, part of this chat. Does anyone have any questions or anything they'd like to talk about?
I'm sure our chef would love to say some words.
Might be muted.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Might be muted, Chef.
I see he was not muted in the stream. However, his own microphone might have been having issues. Maybe check what microphone you're using.
Is it working?
Now it's working.
Hey,
All right,
there we go.
Lovely, yay! Thanks for that. Throwing me under the bus, Sophie. Such a lovely lass.
Hey, what are friends for?
I know. I'd never give you that recipe that I promised you. So, well, I'm just, super happy to be part of this beautiful online convention and maybe on a panel that we might host in the future, maybe cooking something interesting via live. So, who knows? Something interesting.
Thank you, Chef. At this time, I will turn and look across my screen to see Looney. Looney, we've already confirmed you for a panel spot, but would you like to talk about that panel spot?
Sorry, well, did we talk about what the panel would be? Because I didn't quite know if we did.
Basic question. What do you run every Monday and Wednesday in the BABSCon Discord server?
Ah, yes, on the BABSCon Discord server, every Monday and Wednesday we do Jackbox games, and lately I've been actually getting some of the community guests to take part, including Silverquill and Sweetie Bloom and a couple of others. And on every Friday we have been hosting a movie night on the BABSCon server because we can watch movies together. It's nice. So yeah, I might be doing something like that during the BABSConline.
Thank you for that, Looney. Sorry for throwing you under the bus.
Yeah, that's all right.
Now, at this point, I'm going to quickly look over to the comments, see if we had any questions. That was one thing we completely forgot to look at while all this was happening. Wow, we have a lot of comments. Lots of comments. Too many comments. Sorry, I'm just rambling at this point. Does anyone have anything they'd like to bring up or talk about possibilities for this convention that you'd like to see?
Considering I'm going to be the first person to be, this is going to be my first ever con, so I'll be like, in a sense, con fresh meat. I'm just really excited to see anything, vendors, performances, and I'm really lucky to be a community guest for this being my first ever con as well.
Thank you for that. Now, at this point, I'm going to sort of double back on that question and say, does anyone have anything that they'd really like to see at this convention, like a certain group or a certain panel? We're throwing things out there, seeing what sticks.
I've actually had this idea for a while to do this as a real live thing. I've hosted this at Harmony called the Ultimate Pony Watcher, where I do a trivia contest. But ever since that episode of Trivia Trots, I've been wondering how I could make that real and have an actual team of 2 trivia challenge about My Little Pony trivia with all of the rules from that episode in it. I don't know, what do you guys think? Because it's still in the idea phase. I never really thought about how I would execute it, but I don't know. Do you guys think that would be a cool idea to do?
I'd love to see that, actually.
Yeah, that would be an awesome idea.
Sounds lovely.
Well, then I guess I'll start on making the questions for now, but I don't know. If I ever need help, I'll definitely reach out to you guys to see how online this could probably work.
Actually, a while ago, I did a video with some people that was called Horseplay, and that might be something you could look at for ideas on how it could be done. But just throwing that out there. I'll have to link it to you.
Okay, yeah, thank you. I'll definitely check that out.
All right. What I'd love to see is some sort of group singing like I do at BABSCon and Everfree and BronyCon. But the biggest issue with online is synchronizing everyone. It's fun to sing with people, but if you're just in a room alone singing to a mic, it doesn't have the same connection. So if there was a way to kind of replicate those singing circles in an online space, that would be awesome.
Thing.
Yeah.
Because of lag, mostly. Like, internet lag might be lessened with the modern technology, but like it still exists.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Well, you know what they say, never say never.
That's true. Never say never. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah. But I have not found that way. I have the will.
You have to find a way to make things all okay.
Well, I mean, if you wanted to, if you could do it just by voice without video, you might be able to get it to make it work because latency would be less.
Yeah.
Could you just
Oh,
flash
cool.
the lyrics up on the screen, kind of like karaoke? Everybody
Yeah,
can
but
sing
then
to
there's still be kind of a delay between everyone.
Mm.
Because you'd see the lyrics, you'd read it, and then your audio would be heard by someone else that would then be heard by someone else, and it just kind of creates a I forget what the effect is called, but it basically prevents you from speaking because you're hearing the same thing over and over, and it prevents you from being able to properly say things. But
Peekaboo?
yeah, something to brainstorm.
We could do it like have a conductor and do a call like this one, or use Zoom even, and have a whole bunch of people phone in and let the conductor click through to unmute people so that people get unmuted at random while singing along to a song on Zoom
Oh,
video.
that could be something. I'll have to experiment.
We do it right now. Everybody sing smile. I'm kidding.
Now we all just sit in silence.
Right. I'm
Yes.
checking the Discord to see if there are any
I do
questions.
miss me a good con sing along. I love like
Yes.
walking through the halls and all of a sudden someone starts screaming out, "Somebody!"
Yeah.
All right, I've got the social media posts ready to go too. So we got
Nice.
pen applications. Join our Discord, please. Just posted the link in the YouTube channel for that as well. That's where most of this is all going to be taking place.
Thank you for that, Volt.
Yeah.
Great information to know. At this point, I'm stalling out, which is never a good thing.
Did we have any other questions in the comments?
Oh, Ricky just joined us. Maybe
Yeah.
Ricky can give an update on gaming, provided he... Ricky, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Do you have any updates for the gaming?
Yeah, I do. We are indeed planning on hosting the tournaments for both Smash and Them's Fighting Herds. I'm getting stuff together to make sure that we would be able to stream them. And ideally, I'm trying to get it so that we can stream both at the same time so that there isn't like a delay in between them. I have somebody who currently does have infrastructure to do the live streams while I, do tournament organizing duties. But I'm also trying to organize a contingency plan in case there's technical and/or health complications along the way. But yes, but as it stands right now, yes, we are hosting the tournaments, and we still would be even if we don't have like a way to live stream matches which that is looking very unlikely to happen. Like live streaming is very likely to happen. But yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, I definitely recommend like having a Discord live stream because that's pretty easy to put together if it's PC games, but just a thought.
We do have a question in chat from Aura Blue for in regards to the Smash tourney. If they've already signed up, do they need to sign up again?
I will look over at the sign-in sheets for like that I posted before the whole cancellation because of coronavirus, and definitely will keep an eye out for them. But yeah, you kind of do, because the way I'm going to do it is that on the Discord server there will be a text channel for sign-ins. The good news is that because this is completely online, there isn't an entry limit anymore. Normally they would cap at like 40 people because of the amount of setups that we have, but because it's online and everybody who would be participating by default have their own setup, there's no need for an entry cap anymore. So if you're concerned about like losing your spot, don't. But I will be looking at the sign-in sheets that were already posted, and will have a note in place to keep an eye out for you so that we don't forget you.
Thank you for all that, Ricky. Besides that, I'm basically going to go around and see if anyone else had anything last they'd like to add, or I'll take that. That was a very loud silence.
Submit your panel applications, please, and join our Discord. I'm looking forward to seeing all the awesome panels.
I'm more keeping an eye on the various chats, trying to look for questions. So if folks have questions, ask. Like, we'll answer them.
Yeah, we'll try to answer them. When you go.
Oh, I didn't have to say anything.
That was me.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
Sorry, I heard someone and I looked down and two people were talking.
Oh, that's all right. No, I was just saying that maybe we should wait a couple seconds in case some people now have questions, and then you just type them in.
That would be correct, Catherine. That countdown is accurate.
This is really sad, but I only just noticed that, and that is great that we have that countdown going. Thank you for that, Harry. Also, can we give just a quick shout out to Harry for setting up this entire live stream sort of thing?
Thank you, Harry.
Ciao.
The quiet golf claps fill the call.
Hey guys,
I Dream of Genie would like to know if they can take a picture of their cosplay and post it to the con Discord. That sounds like a question for Atlas, who's more involved with Discord than I am.
It could be arranged. I don't see why not.
You could make a cosplay channel, let people show them off.
I think we do already currently.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was about to say. Also, we've been joined by Fable Charm.
hello everybody. Can you hear me okay?
Yep.
Yes.
Hi, Fable Charm.
Hi, Fable.
Hi, Fable.
I just wanted to say hi. For those who don't know, I'm the chair of BABSCon 2020. I am gonna maybe help out with 2021, but we'll see how that all goes. But for now, this BABSCon online thing, I just wanted to say is like literally a labor of love for everyone here on this live chat, and for more people on the Slack channel, and all the ways that we work together. I know, at least for me, like working a whole year to do a con that ended up not happening is a big bummer. I know it's postponed, right? It's postponed to 2021, so it's still happening. It's totally fun. But what was interesting is that immediately, we made the decision, and people were like, even before we made the decision, people were like, "Hey, what about an online thing? Oh, let's do an online this or that."
Yeah.
And so what's been great is that a lot of people who not just are the typical leads of the convention, but also some people like on the like staffers and even some former staffers are like, yeah, let's work together. And so this whole thing is just like, we didn't like plan for this, but now the BABSConline, which is a great name, I love it, is like a reality, and it's all thanks to all the help of everyone here on the live stream, particularly Nathan, who's our leader here. I think he's been doing a fantastic job leading it. Being someone who's I've run BABSCon twice, and I know it's hard to lead a group of people, and I think Nathan's been doing a great job. So thank you, Nathan, thank you everyone who's been involved in this. I'm looking forward to seeing how it turns out in a month from now.
Thank you, Fable. As you can tell, I am not great at leading these meetings.
No, you're doing
You're
great.
doing
That's
great. Stop it.
No,
I'm just
negative
run out of
self-talk.
topics to talk about, so I don't know what to say.
Right, I'll bring up
The-
a topic.
Okay, bring up a topic.
I just wanted people to people who are listening to this chat who are like, oh, I know. I think Bolt, you mentioned something about people who want to be panelists at BABSConline is they can just sign up on the form, right? Like it's kind of just like open for everybody, right? Is that
Yeah,
true?
it's open. It's really open for anyone. There's no correlation between BABSCon 2021 and BABSCon 2020 when it comes
Gotcha.
to events, so
So-
anyone can apply.
Something to think about is because of the online nature of the panels, online, in my experience, is sometimes more interactive. When I think of panels, usually I think of like, people giving a talk, people listening. Sometimes there's a little bit of audience participation, but sometimes there's, sometimes there isn't. Think of like how teachers are using like Zoom meetings to run classrooms. Think of like activities to do as a group. Those sorts of things can be panels. A good example is you can take, so I'm gonna promote my own example that I wrote in the chat, but take some either the, the official MLP comics or even some like fan-made comics, take out the words, like write out the speech bubbles and have people make their own speech bubbles, and you can share it with people. That's something that is like, that wouldn't normally be a panel per se. That might be something that people just do for funsies on like Equestria Daily or something. But in an online format like this, that kind of thing, that sort of participation, that sort of audience integration, and also being able to have things to share afterward, that's not just like a video, that we could like share our favorite ones on social media. That's stuff that generates something to share. That's what BABSCon's always been really good at doing. Generation, keeping, adding things onto the Brony fandom. So think about it that way. What sorts of activities can you do? Can you keep anything from the activities? And can you promote both, BABSCon and in whatever it is that the panelists want to promote while doing so? So that's kind of something to think about. So I just want to give that advice.
For sure, and actually that kind of goes off of a question that Nathan asked earlier, which is what sort of content do you want to see? What I would really love to see, and now I'm gonna get like 10 applications for this, but that's okay. What I'd really love to see is like a Jackbox panel, because that is the perfect thing, like interactive kind of thing that you can do online, as just as an example. And if you do it as an 18+ panel, you can, because it's Jackbox and the nature of Jackbox, there's not much limit to what you can do. But you can submit it as a PG-13 panel and keep it PG-13 too. That works. But Jackbox is something I would love to see someone do.
Absolutely. Like that's what Arcade's going to be doing. I mean, we already had scheduled, like before the postponement, we already had Jackbox events scheduled, both as a PG-13 and as 18+. One of which was going to be hosted by the Rift Ponies, and if they're coming back, they can still host it if they want to.
I know that we've
Oh
got
gosh,
sorry. May
I was
I?
gonna say we're gonna have our own fuff.
I was going to say, I know that we have the local Jackbox guy, Looney, here.
Hi, I've been doing Jackbox on the BABSCon server every Monday and Wednesday for the past 3 weeks.
Yeah, like
Perfect.
honestly, I want to see
I'd be
Looney.
joining that if my laptop didn't get fried.
But what were you saying, Nathan?
I was going to say I'd love to see Looney running one of those panels because just the energy and the group of people that sort of from that group that goes every Monday, Wednesday, you get a lot of creativity from that group. I'd love to see just 8 people from there just pull out, do a panel with them, and just have it for everyone.
Yeah, could do that. That would be easy for me to set up.
Yeah.
So I'll make sure to sign up.
Sweet. But yeah, just like Fabletron said, more things that are interactive would be great. Things that people and ponies who are sitting at home can join in on and be part of the fun. Would be awesome.
I have an idea. What if the audience could join in a sort of voice call with 4 specialists, preferably 4 community guests, preferably AC Race Best, Saber Spark, Black Griffin, and a random guest, and they do a whose line is it anyway, where the chat can shout out the suggestions when prompted, and everyone has to quiet down, and then the 4 or whoever is doing the improving could do it on the spot, and then there's one guy who's moderating the whole thing.
That sounds awesome. If they want to submit an application for that, then please do, because that would be awesome.
I have kind of an idea that would be very. I have an idea that would be very complicated, but it might be nice to see. Where you get a bunch of community guests on green screens, and then during the stream, I've done this before, you put them all together, and then for the Who's line, you have all 4 on screen interacting with what they believe is the other person. But again, really complicated idea to put together.
Yeah, that would be
if you
awesome.
can make it work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of community guests that already do green screen like streams. I know Eurobeat Brony does his own green screen stream.
So it is possible. It's just the only hookup I think there'd be is space, because I'd want it to be somewhat full body for the interactions. I don't know. Experimentation is needed.
If I may.
Go ahead.
One thing that's sort of been passed around with all this is I watched the loading circle just spin in a circle. The one thing that I would love to see with all this, just my first panel came on a whim with an idea I had, and I ended up getting a spot. But this is really just the time to try anything within reason. Obviously, we don't want to have 218 plus panels applications for tomorrow.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying.
I mean, if we do have that many panel applications, that's great. Just please do take your time and submitting it. Don't rush to submit it because it's not going to be first come, first serve.
Yeah.
But if we do have that many panel applications, that is awesome. It's going to be a big logistics puzzle, and I'm here for it.
One thing to think about with types of panels, so something that I enjoy doing with all kinds of media, but particularly learning media, is like you read something or you watch something, you consume something, and you talk about it, you like analyze it. I know we have a big analysis community, and a lot of our community guests are analysts.
Hi.
But I know, right? But how many? Like the online format would also very much lend itself to like a mini book club or like a media club, where either beforehand you can have people like watch something and then you talk about it at the panel, and the panel would be like perhaps a guided discussion on like the themes or what people got out of it or this and that. That's I don't know, just it's a little something that's not typically like a panel that you would think of as a con, but in an online space where everyone's kind of in the intimate setting of their home, but all together, that might work out better as an online format.
I can totally see that.
I had a question that came up on Discord for Bolt.
Okay.
Somebody was asking, or it might have been answered already, but somebody's asking about the panels. The people that already have the panels, will they be given priority, or is it just everybody needs to apply to get into this one?
Everyone needs to. Oh, I see what you mean. I think I see what you're getting at. My guess is that they're asking if the people who have priority also need to submit a panel application.
Yeah.
Okay. That would be very helpful, so we know what to put into the description for the panel and whatnot, because we still need to add it to the schedule, or somehow that could be provided to me. But there are only a few people that have been promised. I think it was like 3 that have been promised panel applications. So the schedule is still very much wide open. But yes, ideally everyone needs to submit a panel application, please. If for no other reason, then we know what you want the description to say, what is the content rating of your panel going to be, and who all is going to be on it, and how long it's going to go. Those are like the required questions. Everything else is optional. But yes, ideally, everyone should submit one, please. And yeah.
Right, real quick, you guys, sorry to do this, but something came up and I actually have to go a little earlier. I wish you guys the best of luck, and I'm definitely going to, tune in back to.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else that really needs to be covered, or if we should just call the stream here. Anyone got anything?
Have we done what we set out to do?
We're
doing the whole announcement thing. I think we're good.
Someone asked real quick, can we have multiple? Can't we have multiple panels at the same time? That's Chipuni, and I hope I pronounced it right in the chat.
Chipuni, yeah.
Chipuni, okay.
Chipuni.
Yes, that is the goal. Is that we will have about if we have enough panel applications to support it, we'll have 2 or 3 panels going at the same time in a schedule, kind of the way Horses at HomeCon did. My vision for this is to combine the successes of Ponyfest Online with Horses at HomeCon and have like a hybrid between the two. So yeah, that's the goal.
So I want everyone to say farewell to our chef. He actually has to run. I was sitting
Bye,
here
chef.
thinking.
Bye, chef.
Bye, chef.
Farewell.
Bye, chef.
Goodbye, food man.
And yes, Sweetie Boom, we would ask you to reapply, and that's just simply because this is not really 2020/2021. This is actually kind of a separate thing. This was kind of in the work a little bit before we had to cancel 2020. Like there was already some pretty serious talk about doing a virtual thing, like in between the years of BABSCon. So in between 2020 and 2021, we were thinking about doing a virtual thing, and the virus kind of accelerated those plans a little bit. So, and it's a different system, I think, that we're doing to do panels instead of Concrescent. So.
And somebody brought up, I don't really think we made it too clear here, but May 8th and 9th is the days of the online convention, correct?
Yes, the evening of May 8th through the entirety of May 9th. So besides that, I think we've accomplished what we needed to accomplish. So I guess I'll lead us out and saying thank you everyone so much for coming out. It means a lot to see all, at this point, 44 of you here and everyone in the call. Thank you so much.
And people are joining like crazy on Discord.
Yay! Thank you for joining our server. And to
Anyways.
clarify, if you have a panel for BABSCon 2021, you still need to apply for BABSCon Online. It's been said before, I know. I just want to clarify. You still need to apply for BABSCon Online to be considered for this. Having a panel at BABSCon 2021 does not mean you have a panel at BABSConline unless you apply. So please, please, please apply.
Thank you so much, Bolt. Besides that, I'd like to thank everyone who's here: Looney, Pinkaboo, Bolt, Fable, Ricky, Diamond, or Doodle. Sorry, I'm just reading the names. Harry and Atlas. Thank you so much for coming out. Thank you so much to everyone in the audience who's here. And I guess we'll see you closer to the con.
Yay.
Okay.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care, everybody.
Bye.
A lot for coming
Stay
by.
safe.
Stay safe and don't pick up.
Bye. Support musicians. Bye.
Seconded. Support your
Musicians are awesome.
And I think we're out. Harry.